Why? And that I go on to say, I don't got time for the hate. I need more time in my day. I put the ice on my bay, yeah. She riding on me. I get my drip overseas. Niggas are hating on me, yeah.
How y'all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Pieces and blessings upon all my AkHis and all of my sisters out there. Welcome to Split Decision. I'm your host, AkHi. To my left is no other than
Professor Nims, the pundit with the PhD in pugilism.
I talk to him nice, don't talk to him twice, because that's a real life professor. So y'all know what time it is. Time for y'all to go to the AkHi University. So go ahead and smash that like button. Click on the notification bell to get notified every time we go live. And we got a lot to talk about because obviously Canelo Alvarez, Ryan Garcia fought last night. You know, if y'all ain't see our live reaction, y'all should tune in. And they said Canelo versus Kovalev is a fix. They saying, hey, B, the problem, Broner, fought his homeboy, Gervonta Tank Davis, which also turned out to be false. It was
Fake
a rumor
news
from a Canelo camp, I believe, that spread that rumor out when they was just playing around. You know what I'm saying? They blew out of proportion. That being said, you know, let's get straight to it, because, you know, you know me. I got ear infection today because, you know, I'm allergic to bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, from the last episode, Professor Nim, you know, a lot of things happened. They said that I was cutting you off, but at the end of the day, you know, it was a moment of silence for you because you threw out information out there because it wasn't true. You said Charlo and Andre didn't fight around the same time that Canelo fought, which was not true. You also didn't want to say that Canelo is not trying to fight Andre and Charlo, but we're going to get into all that good stuff. So, you know, when he did get asked about a Devin Haney fight, he was like, I'm going to move with my promoter. Like, not Ryan. That's not the answer you were supposed to, you know, put out there. Like, he's supposed to say, hell yeah, I'll put Devin, I'll whoop his ass. Like, that's what you were supposed to say. Now, I understand he believe in his promoter, but, you know, you're supposed to say, man, I want to start hyping her up right now. Don't wait. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But obviously that fight won't happen anytime soon. However, that's a huge fight. Now, after what you saw, what you think of Ryan Garcia versus a Devin Haney fight, possibly in the future, and, like, you know, who do you favor in that fight?
I got Devin. I mean, I still Ryan. I'm not. I mean, that was a good win. I'm just not. Duno is. I mean, it's not necessarily.
We're not too familiar with him.
Yeah, that's not a name opponent. He is a Golden Boy fighter, and I think they essentially kind of served him up to Ryan. But against Devin Haney, which is I think is a class fighter, is a world-class fighter, and against Tank Davis, I think if Ryan Garcia can, obviously he will be the next face of boxing if he can beat those type of opponents. I haven't seen enough in him yet that I would hang my hat on him being able to do that.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I mean, obviously Devin Haney haven't really fought a top-level fighter himself that we all know. However, he been calling out Robert Easter, like, since 2 years ago. I mean, he been calling out Lomachenko before Lomachenko got exposed by Lil Campbell. Lomachenko done, you know, lived up to no Machenko motto and ducked him just like Canelo ducked Charlo. Lomachenko ducked Devin Haney. So I believe Devin Haney ready now and later. So
for Lomachenko?
For Lomachenko or
I don't think he want that
or
work.
Tank Davis. I mean, not Tank Davis.
I don't think he want that work. Maybe Tank would be interesting, but against.
Why do you sound more confident than Canelo and Lomachenko? Why? Like, you ain't fighting for them. Let them speak. Like, Lomachenko ain't saying nothing. Canelo ain't saying nothing about Charlo. You sound more confident than them.
I know class when I see it.
You ain't fighting.
Lomachenko got the goods.
You ain't fighting, though. He vacated the belt. Just like Canelo vacated the belt to duck Charlo. He vacated the belt to avoid Devin Haney. So you keep saying, oh, he ain't ready. Lomachenko don't feel like he ready, because if Lomachenko feel like he ready, he would have fought the man.
You said yourself if they made the fight right now that Lomachenko.
That's how I felt. But because he's ducking, apparently Lomachenko sees something that I ain't seeing. I mean, obviously Devin's still green. I mean, if the fight happened in the future, if you ducking a fighter while he's green, that make it 10 times worse. That show you 10 times, like, you don't even have cojones at all. Like, if you ducking somebody that's green, it just show how much you really believe in yourself. Like when he said he gonna fight, his dream match is to fight Floyd Mayweather. Like, nah, we don't believe you. You need more people. Because if you want to fight Floyd, you would have fought the damn green version of Devin Haney. So I'm saying, I feel like Devin Haney beats Ryan Garcia. I believe because of the style matchup, it'd be a little close fight. But I see Devin Haney either knocking him out or winning a unanimous decision. But it might be a little competitive because of Ryan's style and the way he moved. However, Tank Davis, I see that playing out differently between him and Ryan. However, I feel like Devin Haney possibly the most talented fighter at 135. Now, 135 is a stacked division. Who you see coming on top? That being said, appreciate it, Professor Nim. Obviously, we had a great show today. I had Professor Nim screaming, hollering, and nobody still could hear him because obviously I'm speaking the truth, you know, being calm and collective. And when I'm striking, I got to strike hard. Hey, Professor Nim, show him that shit real quick one time, though.
Bro,
hey, you know what? That's all the haters is that middle finger from a pretty female. So that being said, Professor Nim, obviously me and him disagree when it comes to the Canelo, Lomachenko, all that. But at the end of the day, I took him to the AkHi University. He is my student, even though he a real life professor. Hey, I'm not a hater. I'm a truth seeker. You know, call me the truth seeker. You know,
if y'all think that fight was fixed or whatnot, if y'all want to give Canelo credit, I mean, he beat somebody who was shop worn. He did what he was supposed to do, even though I thought that Kovalev had it in him to do it.
I could care less about the fixed part. I'm talking about him ducking Charlo and Morales, Barrera, Chavez, all these guys, the legend that we look up to, saying this and that, like they want to see the fight, and you over here trying to justify Canelo for ducking, trying to make up excuses. Like, at the end of the day, quit speaking for Canelo, Professor Nim. You ain't Canelo. You ain't finna fight for Canelo. So unless you Canelo,
you
can
speaking
speak
for
like
Charlo.
that.
You speaking for Charlo.
Charlo, hey, I don't got to speak for Charlo. The Lion's speaking for himself. He said, I'm willing to fight Canelo in Mexico City. He said, I'm willing to fight Jacob in New York City.
Guess what?
Hey, New York all
Get
day.
in line.
Shout out. We already
Everybody
know what
wants
time it
to
is.
fight Canelo. Just because you want to fight him doesn't mean that you know why people want to fight Canelo? Because Kovalev just got 14 million or whatnot. They want that bag or whatnot.
Hey,
of course you going to.
Maybe he
fight
got
somebody,
that,
Charlo.
maybe,
Fight
maybe,
somebody in the top
maybe,
5.
Maybe it was that, you know, fixed. But at the same time, you keep saying this and that. But the line right here, my man done called out not just Canelo, Gennady Golovkin, who turned down the fight, Jacob, who turned down the fight, all these guys.
Andre,
he wants all the smoke. He even called out Andre.
No, he didn't.
He willing to fight him on Showtime. He ain't willing to go to the zone. That being said, Floyd Mayweather done beat up every Mexican great fighter from the Mexico City on their own independent day. And Canelo claimed he's going to take that throne for Floyd, and he won't fight one brother on his Mexican days just as a payback. Like, yeah, Floyd, remember when you was beating up our people, making us feel bad and shit? I'm going to do the same shit. On our Mexican day, on our Mexican holiday, I'm finna beat up all your people. And Andre and Charlo looking, waiting, like, man, hey, Canelo's supposed to be showing up. He was a no-show.
I know, like, why
You know
don't we fight each other, and then we can say we fought somebody in the top 5, and then maybe we can get a fight with Canelo.
Maybe because they're on 2 different networks, and Dazn and Showtime only make fight happen when it's a big fight. How about that? Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Subscribe below if you're trying to get smart about them, and if you're trying to get dumb about a second, don't listen to these casual fans. Click on the notification bell to get notified every time we go live. And you know, when we go live, we're gonna put Professor Nim in the hot seat because all the female boxers. You know, I don't like how Professor Nim put it right there. Oh, I ain't for that. Look, get your money how you can, boo boo. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Do what you got to do, boo boo, to get your money. You know what I'm saying? But all I'm saying is that I ain't trying to see y'all get hurt. So if y'all gonna make that money without being hurt, I'm all for it. So appreciate everybody for tuning in. Thank you to Professor Nim. Obviously, you know, every person need a dancing partner. I got my dancing partner, and the only thing he ain't dancing with me. Yeah, he like a baby trying to crawl and shit, and I knocked his ass out, man. I done knocked him out too early though. But appreciate it, Professor Nim, and you know, we out.
How long did that go?